Hey, Shalom out there, Shalom. Shalom. They're with us. You heard that shit clear. Had to get the audio fixed. All right. Nevertheless, we back out here at GMS Charlotte. Shalom. Shalom. GMS Charlotte back at you in another live camp. Through the Spirit of the Kakadashi. Before starting, we give all the praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Who taught us the truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out to labor in the house of David, the elect. Let's push this word of truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to the brothers. Shalom to the elect, man. All right, we're in that time. All right, the walls are closing in, man. The end of Babylon, the persecution, the demonization. All right, and they get ready to come after the prophets and all the believers. As we talked about weeks ago, this world is ready to come with full opposition against the scriptures, man. That's the time we in because, hey, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is what's eliminated these, what's pulling all the lies down from this devil. All right, so they have no other choice but to bring the sword to get physical with those that believe in the true doctrine, man. See that? And we was talking about the what's it called, habeas corpus. Right. Give me that article real quick, scriptures, because this guy Trump is making laws where look, you don't even have to go to trial. All right, they setting it up where, look, if they want you to just kick the door down and snatch your ass up, but that's part of the prophecies, man. You got it.
This is habeas corpus off the AI overview, meaning ye shall have the body in Latin, is a legal writ that requires a person to be brought before a judge to determine the legality. It's a fundamental right that protects against unlawful imprisonment. In essence, habeas corpus allows individuals to challenge the legality of their arrest or detention, ensuring they are not held unfairly or without due process.
Look, this is what Trump is trying to do. He's trying to get rid of that real quick. Isaiah 10, 1 and 2. Right, where you won't have a trial. So they can deem anything on you, and that's all she wrote. Right? But at the same time, as these things are written to go down, hey, Yahweh Shai said that he will be with us to the end of the world always. That's right. All right? You got it, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
So this is what we're hearing in the news right now, dealing with this habeas corpus act. Them taking away the right of you having a fair trial. You employee. All right? You're fighting for your cause to pretty much vindicate yourself. They're trying to remove that. All right, because he is the devil that the Bible says. All right, so as we get closer to the end of this thing, we're going to experience more things being unfair. All right, things are not going to necessarily go our way as we want it, but it's part of the prophecy. All right, we have to suffer on the behalf of God.
All right, we're going to start seeing more draconian measures being implemented throughout this society very, very soon.
God, you got that out?
SBC.com, it reads, Trump administration considers suspending habeas corpus. It reads, Donald Trump's administration is actively looking at suspending habeas corpus, the right of a person to challenge their detention in court. One of the U.S.'s president's top aides has said. Stephen Miller, the White House deputy chief, told reporters on Friday that the Constitution allowed for legal liberty to be suspended in times of rebellion or invasion.
Yeah, so they set this guy up to get rid of that. And people are seeing that, man. No right to trial. This is why they just activated what is called Alcatraz prisons. Yeah. You know, and some other one. I forgot the other one. They Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay, Alcatraz.
Yep. And they because he sit down with one of the Northern Kingdom presidents to send Americans to El Salvador, man. So they're structuring this shit in place, man. Right? Any more?
It reads, his comments come as judges have sought to challenge some recent detentions made by Trump's administration in an effort to combat illegal immigration as well as remove dissenting foreign students.
There you go. So the whole immigration shit was just the smoke screen, man. Because it's really about detaining all Americans, man. It's beyond the immigrants, right? Give me Revelation 10 real quick, right? See, you got Jake. You got all these Jakes that know the Israel, man, doing all of this bullshit. You know, pushing that party spirit, you know, got Israelite channels. Hey, most of you Jays don't have no clue on what the hell you're involved in.
Here it is, you're trying to build up the Israelite community. Esau's about to come down on you for that.
Yeah.
Here it is, you're making yourselves easy target for Esau to come around on you all the time. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, they shall cast some of you into prison.
The devil shall cast some of you into prison. This is why they're reactivating Alcatraz and Guantanamo Bay. All right? To fulfill this prophecy. Go ahead.
That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation days.
Yeah, which is a period of time. Go ahead.
Be thou faithful unto death.
Be thou faithful unto death. Some of us may have to be martyrs. Remember, we're living sacrifices for you in Romans 12. All right? Make your body a living sacrifice. This is what we're out here to do. Right? Keep going.
It says, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Right, so no matter what, we got to continue to fight and we got to continue to endure these trials. Wait, man. Right?
If I can add to you, because Brother China gave me this, what we're seeing is pretty much the same thing that Nero was doing during the Roman Empire. All right? This is from the AI overview. It says, while the Roman Republic initially used that resembled due process, such as the right to provocado, says, which means to appeal to the centuriate assembly, the Roman Empire, particularly later period, saw a decline in due process rights. The emperor's power and influence grew, leading to instances where the legal system was manipulated for personal gain or to suppress dissent.
Right.
And so everything that we're seeing right now is toward a point to where they're about to zero down on who they view as opposition to the system. And as we always talk about, the Israelites are target number one, and Esau's agenda is to come against those that pretty much are speaking against his empire, man. Because he doesn't want to hear about how he's going to pretty much go out of power, man. All right? Let's have a quick one. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94 and 20. Shall the of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? All right? Because you jakes out here still think that you can find justice within the legal system, all right? That Esau Edom, all right, has your best interests at heart still? No, man. We're seeing, man. Hey, Esau was showing you that their mentality is fuck you niggas out here, man. All right? This is why they're coming down on you Northern Kingdom tribes, man. You so-called Hispanic Native Americans. And in the midst of all that, you had Jake Negroes laughing about how Northern Kingdom was getting deported. They put the laws in the book where now so-called blacks can be deported, man. So it's an all-out assault on all tribes out here, man. They gather, exactly. Verse 21, they gather themselves together against the souls of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood, man. And so what we're beginning to see, like the Brother Tanzimot said, is the draconian measures being put in place so they have reason to come down upon Jake, man. All right? Because as you've been seeing, Esau tapping back in that scientific racism. All right? They're pumping in the news how Jake is the silent, you know, dread. He's the face of crime, everything wrong with the world. So putting out the reasons to justify gunning you niggas down in the street, man. Trump passed the martial law for in the black neighborhood, so they're gonna be policing you niggas even harder now, man. All right, all this. So this is Jacob Trouble beginning to be set, man.
He's the beginning.
That's it,
right? Give me a little bit more there.
It continues on. It reads, in March, a federal judge order prevented Trump's administration from invoking a series-old wartime law to justify deporting more than 200 Venezuelans, despite the flights going ahead. Jumping down, it reads,
and the way they did this, Salaki, and the way they did this was beautiful, man. How they allowed, during the Biden administration, all these refugees, all these migrants to enter America. So you had gang members, you had warlords, right? You had agents, spies, you got all types of people from these different nations here in Babylon. So when they set it off, it's the perfect excuse to bring forth martial law, right? To lock everything down, all right? That's how they do. Each president that comes in has a duty. So when the next president comes in, you know, they enact those laws to fulfill what they really want, man. All right, you got it, bro.
It reads, habeas corpus, which literally means you should have the body, allows for a person to be brought before a judge so the legality of their detention can be decided by a judge. The legal right has been suspended 4 times in U.S. history during the American Civil War under Lincoln and Hawaii following 1941 Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor, in the Philippines during the U.S. ownership in 1905, and while combat the activities of white supremacist Ku Klux Klan group in the 19th century. The section of the U.S. Constitution, which includes the suspension of habeas corpus, grants its power to Congress and not the president.
Yeah. Your right to go to trial, your right to defend yourself, right? And that's how they want it, man. But this is all being reserved for those who follow Yahweh Shemir Rashad, man, the true believers in the Lord. These prophecies, as we're reading, have to be fulfilled.
Chapter 19, verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over to the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. Thus said the Lord of hosts. And this is what you're seeing, man. The Most High is putting a spirit on Esau Edom to be that cruel lord. So all the laws and legislation that was set up in this land, he don't give a fuck about that shit, man. What he's doing, he's setting up this new world order, man. That's what he's doing in the midst of all these draconian laws, all these things that he's doing is to bring forth this new world order, man. And a part of the new world order, you new Latino Native Americans, you will have no rights and freedoms within them.
We've been telling you this for years, that eventually you were going to see the horns come out this devil's man. And they're showing you all over the internet the racial tension that's going on with the guy, what's his name, Ron, I forgot his name, but I did the lesson. You brothers know what we're talking about, your brothers and sisters out there, man. All right, all shit that's boiling up between Jacob and Esau, man. So it's about that boiling point. All right, eventually, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, verses 14 on down, is going to be fulfilled, man. All right, one people shall stand up against another people with swords in their hands. So we're vastly making our way to that point. That's my point. Go ahead. Let's go to that Luke 24 or something, please.
Yeah, because brother tried to show me this.
Yep.
That one with the whole thing I talked about. So this is an article going into suppression of dissent, what it is and what to do about it. So it says direct suppression occurs when a person makes a public statement or does something that is seen as a threat to the powerful interest group, which is what the Israelites are doing to Esau and Ishmael. It says the group most commonly is a government, industry, or profession, but could be, for an example, a trade union or environmental organization. As a result, action is taken in an attempt to penalize the person or activity. So it says indirect suppressions occur because of the way in which powerful interest groups control major institutions. This applies particularly in employment and education. Individuals who institutionalize ideas irrelevant to their own have their own ideas suppressed through lack of opportunity. They can also express indirect suppression if they attempt to bring about change. It goes into self-censorship, which the methods that gets critics include censorship of writing, blocking of publications, blocking of appointments, blocking of promotions, blocking or withdrawal of research grants, forced job transfers, reprimands, denial of research opportunities, legal actions, ostracism and harassment, dismissal, blacklisting, and spreading the rumors. And all these different things are things that the devil has done unto us, as we see what's been done on our YouTube channels, how they videos, take brothers' pages down, all right, to the point where you get too many pages come down, you're not listed off YouTube. But you see what happened with guys like Alex Jones, Khan. Those were examples that they were trying to do as scare tactics, Kanye, to get us to stop teaching. You know, so we're at a point now to where the suppression couldn't work. So now they're about to come with direct opposition.
Exactly. It was always about the suppression of speech, of free speech, the censorship of free speech. This is why the government and big tech colluded with each other to basically control the internet, what was going out on the internet, especially via Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, man. All right, because the way the word can travel, through the internet is hard to stop. So they had to come together to make those rules and regulations to get it done.
Right. Well, it's going now that when they're trying to get it to where they're trying to build a case to have a reason to come. We're going to see that smear campaign all over the news media.
That's it.
This is Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach.
That's the message that's coming from the prophets, man.
Right.
That the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Go ahead.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Yeah, the accuser, when you that word up, it goes back to the slanderer or the false accuser. That's Esau, man. And how does he do it? Through the media. All right? By him controlling the narrative.
Right.
All right?
Which accused them before our power day and night.
Because part of his power on the left-hand side is his way of words.
Tongue.
All right? That's part of his power as well. His tongue, which is used for deceit. Right?
The scripture describes his tongue as like the poison of asp.
Yeah.
Or a deaf adder that stops back here, because a deaf adder is one of the most venomous snakes out here. Esau's words are like a snake venom, man. All right? They're poisonous. they're not, you know, to your well-being, man.
That's it. I got that real quick before you read on. Psalms 10, in verse 7, it says, his mouth, speaking about the Edomite, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Right. You gotta watch what this devil is saying and truly like break down and analyze it, because Esau speaks in what you call double speak. All right, to where he'll say one thing, but it's an underlying meaning behind it. And that's what the presidents always do when they're on their campaign trail trying to get in office. Is they'll use double speak to try to think that before you Jake's out here, and once they get in office, they show you their true nature. And that's what Biden, that's what Trump is doing, man. Because he showed all, you still got niggas out here campaigning that Trump is, they're for Trump, that he's doing a good thing. But the whole thing of what he's been doing, building a campaign to come down
exactly. And they have
he's a wall to the elites out here. You know, because they have already shown you that he has pledged allegiance to the elite. He's literally a secret Jew.
Yeah, they said he's the first Jewish president, right? You know? And he got secretly converted, which we posted the video back in 2017. You see, he over there humping the wall too, man.
Yeah, so he's doing
right?
big for the small hats.
Right. And remember, AIPAC controls all of your politicians, man.
Yeah.
They're all bought and paid for, right? It's all about the funding of small hats.
Yes.
All right? 48, you got it, brother. You had any more in there?
I'm jumping down that fast. Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Yep, the dragon, we're really going back to this American system. The dragon, Romans, right? Which now we're in the prophecy of what? The Roman, the revised Roman Empire, man. All right? Through America, NATO, and the EU. All right? Keep going. Read that again.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
So the dragon was wroth with the woman representing the Israelites, man. All right? This system is getting it to come down upon these people on this side, man. All right, go ahead.
And to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Yeah, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That's elect. Those are the true worshipers of the Hamashiach. All right? Keep going.
Which keep the commandments of the Most High, have the testimony of Yahweh Hamashiach.
So the point, these things have been in plan for centuries, man. Yeah. I remember over 10 years ago, we was talking about X84. Yep. The King Agenda 21, the King Alfred Plan, man. All these things have been in the workings, man.
Project
Megiddo. So we here now. And this is the what this guy Trump is doing right now. He's activating these things, man. That's why we talking about opening up the prisons again. Right? They're getting ready to do exactly what they do. Right? Patriot Act. Yeah, we're all so-called American citizens are now labeled as domestic terrorists under this act.
If you against anything of the government, what they're doing, you're deemed a terrorist and liable to get sent to one of these detention camps.
It's always been about that. Yeah. Right?
That's why he calls it, Trump calls it homegrown terrorist.
Yeah, he's homegrown. Next.
Yes.
Go ahead. 15, 18.
This is the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 18. If the world hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yeah, this world hated the Lord before it hated us. Yep. Right? So don't be surprised when we get the hate, when we get the slander, demonization, just for teaching the scriptures. Yep. Right? We're not out here hanging nobody, we ain't out shooting nobody, but we ain't burning crosses in nobody's yard. But they wanted that to see, once again, it goes back to him controlling the narrative. All right, if we can paint these niggas in a negative light, the world is going to believe. And that's how it is. Yeah. You know, through his media, through the news, the radio, the shit they put on TV. All right, you put these people in a negative light, the whole world's going to believe it, man.
But that shows you that it's all controlled. Because just like with all the racial tension, that's all controlled narrative. They want you to see and hear what they want you to see and hear. Because that stuff been going on through society. Yeah, exactly. But they use that for clickbait and to do what? To control the minds of the people.
Sensationalize.
Yeah, because what does the word government mean? Government means what? Control. Mint means your mental, your mind. Government, they control your mind. Just like with the 2019, go get that here. What these people do? They went down to their local and they got it because of fear. They control these people, man. These people are being controlled and manipulated by their own government, man. These people don't think for themselves, man. This is the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 18 again. It says, if the world hated you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own.
Yeah, we was pushing JC and let's all come together in unity, and we would have crowds all around us. We would have everybody agreeing to what we're saying, man. But that's not the case. Go ahead.
It says, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world.
Yeah, sanctified, man. You know, we've been called out of the world, man. And that's the church. That's the real church.
Yeah.
Those who've been called out, ecclesia.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
It says, therefore the world hateth you.
Yeah, and so the opposition, the hate, is expected.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a surprise to us. We just got to have the mental fortitude to get ready to deal with it.
Yeah.
To go through it.
Yeah.
Right?
Verse 20. It says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord.
Yeah, are we not the servants?
That's right.
The servant is not greater than his Lord. Go ahead.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Right, this is what all these devils are doing in the background with these unlawful decrees, these legislations. All right, it's all to justify themselves to come down upon us. They can't just do it, right? They got to have a means to their reason, right? Reason to their means. Go ahead.
If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake.
Yep, for the name of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right.
Because they know not him that sent me.
Hey, the scriptures, give me real quick, John 14:17. Yahweh Shah represents what? The spirit of truth. All right.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 17. Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive.
Hey, the world can't receive the spirit of the truth. The world can't receive Yahweh Shah, man. We just read in John 15:18 that the world already hate verse.
Yep.
The Lord, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah is not this world, man. This world has been given over to the devil.
Yeah.
All right, to the wicked.
And it says in Isaiah 16:2, the world is what in gross darkness.
So it's darkness, man.
And this one said is given over to the spirit of Satan, Satan.
Say,
John chapter 14, verse 17, in this red letter. Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth not.
because it seeth him not. Right? This world, this is not God's world on this side, right? All right, this world has been given over to the wicked, to evil. All right, this is why when the Lord comes back, he's coming to what? To abolish this world, man. Okay, go ahead.
Neither knoweth him, but ye know him.
But ye know us. He's talking about you believers out there, man. Ye know in spirit. Go ahead.
For he dwelleth with you,
For he put with you,
and shall be in you.
it shall be in you. See that? So the spirit of Hamashaki Hamashai is with us. All right? What does it say in Luke? The kingdom of heaven is within you.
Yeah.
All right? Starting with his men, all right, in the form of his wisdom. You see that? Let's go to Luke 21.
This is Luke 21. And he looked up and saw the rich men casting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. He said, of a truth I say unto you, that this poor widow has cast in more than they all. For all these of their abundance cast in unto the offerings of the Most High, but she of her penury cast in all the living that she had. For these things which ye behold, verse 5, right. And some spake of the temple, how it was adorned with the goodly stones and gifts, he said, as for these things which ye behold, the days will come in which there shall be one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
All prophecies got to come to pass. All right? As the scriptures say that the vision is set for an appointed time. All right, but at the end it shall speak and not. Go ahead.
And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass?
And we're in the same steed as the disciples. All right, looking for and hastening the coming of the Lord. Watching out for the prophecies, measuring the time diligently within itself. All right, which gives us the foresight of what's about to happen. All right, keep going.
Luke 21:8. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived.
A lot of deception. A lot of deception is going out. A lot of high-level incredulity. All right, coming from our own people. Real shit. Guys moving funny.
It's a lot of very heavy spiritual warfare taking place right now. You know, a lot of Jace is not battle tested for that. So
exactly.
A lot of things is happening. A lot of Jace is gonna get swooped up into that shit.
Yeah, a lot of suspect activity. You got guys hooking up with Islam.
Yep.
Right, making backdoor deals, making covenants with the devil. All right, trimming the guys for all types of weird shit going on amongst Israel.
That don't make any sense at this time. Why is this shit going on at this
Right
time?
now, exactly.
That don't make it showing you. We as spiritual men, we understand that you people are controlled, man.
Yes, sir.
You're control opposition, man. You're bought and paid for. Because at this hike of what's going on in society, now you want to go with Islam.
Exactly. Come on,
that doesn't make any sense, man.
on, man.
It's showing that you got some material motives on the scene.
It's an agenda.
Because we see with vocab, we've been saying it for years. We see with vocab, they're trying to link us to that now. You know what I'm saying? So we see what's going on.
Yeah, his whole agenda was to link us with Islam.
That's his whole campaign. Yeah. That's his whole campaign since he tried to combat against the word. That's his whole thing, trying to link us to terrorists and Islam, man.
And it makes no difference that, it's no surprise that IUIC, all right, their tax exempt charter is Islam.
Exactly. Come on, man. You see, hey, the scriptures say that a spiritual man of all things, man. So we look at things spiritually through and through. It's the spirit. You got it.
21 verse 8. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, Hamashiach. And the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them.
Exactly. Keep going.
But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified.
Give me that word for promotions. Word of God. Go ahead. Luke 21:9. Okay, Connor, finish it out.
Luke 21:9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. These must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by.
God, and that word promotions in the definition for it says unstable, a state of disorder.
Look at America right now. Look at the government, man. Hey, it's in-house fight in the government right now. All right, these devils can't agree upon nothing. All right, certain secrets are being leaked out. Right? You know, the fucking war plans to go to war with Iran was leaked on WhatsApp by the fucking what's his name? I forgot who it was. It was somebody called Trump's circle.
It was a reporter that mysteriously got added to the group chat and they were talking about it.
Yeah, which is all theater.
Yeah.
It's all theater.
How does a random reporter just actively get added to a group chat with military information, man?
It's personnel.
That makes no sense, man. That shows that was on purpose.
It's all theater of war, man.
Yeah.
It's all to stir the minds up of the people, to keep these people in a confused state. And let me finish. It says unstable, a state of disorder, disturbance, confusion. Hey, that's what you see going on right now. That's why they're keeping people with a Hegelian dialect. I distract you with this right here and keep you distracted right there so you don't worry about the main issue going on right here. This is why people's always distracted, man. This is why they control the media and control the narrative to keep these people on it, and they don't know what's going on, man.
Here it is, y'all worried about history and shit. I'm fucking the cop beating up niggas. So you ain't seeing the bigger scale of what Elon Musk go? He dropped the Doge and just disappeared. You know, nobody's asking about the whole Trump Project Stargate, Starlight. You know, these different things. This is why the scriptures tell us. All right, go back to verse 7 real quick.
This is Luke 21 and verse 7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass?
So like Michael was saying earlier, you got a lot of Jake that's not even inclined to what the Spirit is saying right now, man. We're in hella heavy times right now, man. There's a lot of things going on prophetic right now, and Jake is nowhere in the right mind state, man.
Exactly.
You know? But for you brothers and sisters out here, the way that you do that is right here. This is Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth they have commanded, and spirit they have gathered them. So if you're supposed to be, seeing the prophecies, all right, filtering through the scriptures, that you know the times that we're in, man. All right, this is no matter that we're talking about. We're in the midst of a heavy spiritual war that's about physical real soon, man.
That's right.
All right, so knowing that, you got to make sure that you are on when you're moving. All right, the things that you're saying, everything, man.
We'll fix it. Got it. God, what you got?
I got this one, Shalom to the blood brother.
We'll fix it. First day.
Yeah, little technical issues. We here. And hey, this is a distinction among ranks. It says refers to disagreements, discord, or harmony within a group or organization or team.
That's exactly what's going on in the feds right now. Right? But that's all part of the corruption that's within the system. That's why we know in the spirit that this place is soon to collapse. Right? And he's the writing on the wall. Okay? Let's go back to that Luke.
This is the book of Luke, the 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear the wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass.
For these things must first come to pass. Go ahead.
But the end is not by and by.
The end is not by and by. These are the beginning of sorrows, man. Because every avenue of the workforce is about to be affected with these product shortages. Right? Everybody in Esau's mainstream media is about this, man. This is the hot topic of the earth right now. People are about to go without supplies, man, and resources.
Shit, they get laid out by the, like, these people, man, they get laid out by the numbers, man. They not even get called, they just get calls and let them know that, hey, it's nothing to do with your performance. It's just we're doing major cutbacks right now. That's all you hear. And then you're gonna start seeing more manufacturing companies pulling all employees into the middle and let them know we're gonna start, letting people go and start doing voluntary work days and things like that because we have a lack of supplies, which means what? We have a lack of buyers. So that means they're gonna have to make cuts.
Yeah. There's already reports about the port docks that do the supplies and shipping, and they're running empty. Right? They empty, yeah. Hey, so we are here at the beginning of those sorrows. Right? The Lord said in 2 Corinthians 16 that sorrows will come upon them on every side. So this is the beginning stage. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of Luke 21:10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
That's what's going on now, the terror wars. All right, with China is a big deal. America don't make shit, man. They get everything from China, man. A lot of these businesses have been exported over to these other countries.
I also teach big design.
Come on, man, this place is cooked. Go ahead.
And great earth shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
And we've been seeing these things for 3 to 5 years now, man. Mass earthquakes, landslides, hurricanes, tornadoes, signs in the heaven, blood moons, strawberry moons, lunar eclipse. All right, the planetary alignment that passed this past winter. Right?
Even in the eclipse on the last year.
Come on, man. So the Lord is speaking, man. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But before these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake.
Now, I was looking at this word synagogues in this verse one time, and it had broken down to the actual Jewish synagogues. It said the Sanhedrin, all right, which is pretty much like it would represent a body of elders, right? In the council of judges. So, in the spirit, we know that we're going to be brought forth before these right? Because they're the ones that spearheading all of the laws and decrees that are going forth, man. The censorship of free speech, the anti-shimmy bullshit, the regulation of social media, all of that. They're the ones that's waging the war against the saints, right? And then the scripture say that, give me that in Exodus, that we will have war with Amalek, generation to generation. That never stopped, right? Exodus 17.
Exodus 17.
There you go.
But he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with every generation to generation.
But so it said we will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Here it is, we're standing here in the last generation, and guess who we have war with? All right, our enemies from the beginning.
As the elder brought out, the dragon was brought to the woman. Who's the head of that dragon? Amalek. He's the head of that dragon because he's the chief house of evil.
They control everything, the resources, the military, the money, laws, everything, man. They represent the wicked, right? The Edomites as a whole, but we're talking about Amalek here.
Yeah, because it makes sense, because every president born in, he has to have that meeting with all them damn small hats and shit. Yeah, and they had a talk with him, man. They let him know this what's going on, this what you got to do. Because you got to think about it. If not, you're going to get your ass up out of it.
They got to go to Israel, go hump the wall, with a little small hat. Hey, you done seen it? Yeah. Right? You got it, let's go back.
Book of Luke, chapter 21, 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and in prison.
And into prisons. The things that we discussed at the beginning of this. Go ahead.
Being brought before kings and rulers for my name.
For my name's sake, man. Because look, just like how they tried to do it during the C-19, they're going to label the name of Yahushua as anti-you-know-what. They're already talking about from 2017 to 18, they're going to label parts of the New Testament as anti-you-know-what.
A few years back, we had so-called vandalized a building where it was writing Yahushua's name on it. The situation with Kanye, where they had Revelation 3 and 9 draped over the house. Like in certain parts of America, those scriptures are banned. Anything that's calling out Amalek, bro, that's going to land you on that list that Esau's going to come at.
Yeah, how's that one quote go? You should know who's in power by those can't criticize. Roughly paraphrasing.
You can't speak about the small hats.
See that? So that shows you what? They're the ones that have the power. They're the ones that's running the show. You got it, Doc.
Verse 13, Luke 21:13. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer.
Right. So when we're before the centurions, the police, case, whatever case is, right? And the Lord is going to give us the words to speak. He's going to be this. That's promised. Right? Go ahead.
For I will give you a mouth and wisdom. With all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay no resistance.
Right, that's happening now, man. You can't do nothing against the truth before the truth. Period.
This is why it's imperative for you, like Apostle Paul, saying about you staying, in prayer, and you staying in the scripture. Because, like it says in Joshua 1 and 8, and meditate on these words day and night, man. All right, so you're constantly these precepts be in your spirit. So when you're in that situation, the Spirit's going to take over. You're going to say what you said, as we have had happen to us in various situations already.
That's it, man. Because that's what you say, we're going to be numbered. Yahushua was numbered amongst the transgressors. We're going to that same lot. They're trying to associate us with domestic tea, right? As being criminals.
Let's go into the
Because if you're paying attention to what Esau has been doing throughout the years, it's been little small, unrelated instances that he's going to put together. Like the instance with the different shootings at the supermarket.
Yeah, they still play that shit.
They had the situation where I forgot what camp that was in DC when they were getting into it with the kids. And just the shit that ISBK is doing, IUIC's doing, Sakara, these marches, all these things which are looked at as isolated incidents over time, and will be lumped up. It's going to take one major event that's going to take place. Esau's going to lay that a hate crime, and Hebrew Israelites are going to have to magically be linked to it, and that's what's giving the leeway to come down upon it.
He already got a label. Like I did it in the street.
Exactly.
So it's coming.
Book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you the same hour what you shall speak. That's the Most High. He's going to put the spirit on us to tell these lawyers and judges and these damn Amaleks what to say. How to keep, they got the Most High going to get us out.
It happened before. And the apostles, wrongly persecuted during, the 2000s, the Twin Towers attack. They have stories about how, the Lord put the spirit on the small hat Lord to come in and help them, beat their cases. The Lord, there's nothing he can't do. He's going to be with them.
That's it. Man's going to the Lord.
That's right.
I got two real quick. This is John chapter 14, verse 18. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. Just backing up what the brother Lamont said, the Lord's going to come within that hour of what we're going to speak in those times, man. That's right. We want to the Spirit, man. That's why we spiritual men, we have faith, man. And real quick, this is the book of Luke, chapter 20, verse 20. It says, and they watch him sent for spies, which should warn themselves, just men, that they might take hold of his words, that so they might deliver him into the power and authority of the governor.
It's the same thing now, man. All right, you got spies, you got agents, you got Satan. All right, you got agents of Satan. Where are those niggas moving? And that's the time it is. Hey, the book of Jude. You know, certain men crept in unawares. You know, so these things are actually happening, man.
Yeah.
So we got to be even more on point now, man. That's why the situation that happened, you know, with the brothers out there in LA, you know, it was a spiritual wake-up call, man, to get our shit in order. Right? To take heed, to understand that these people really want to see us hurt. They really want to harm us. They really want to put us down.
Yep.
Right?
That's also fulfilling what the book of Acts, the 5th chapter said. He don't want us to teach in that name. They're going to do anything within their authority and the power of jurisdiction to make sure that they can bring down the him on us.
This is why the admonishment went out. Jake's out there that's involved in this thing to understand. This ain't no Hebrew hangout.
Right.
This ain't no fraternity or nothing.
Right.
This is literally us on the front lines of the spiritual war, man. All right, declaring, you know, to this devil in his face that he's gonna go down, and that how about you now shines the true power in earth. It's not that they're so far away.
That's it. This ain't no fucking gang. Ain't none of that, man.
Right. This is why you gotta know how you moving, man. This ain't the time to be out here moving like no fucking idiot, man.
Right.
All right, scripture tell you about how you're not supposed to bring these blame for the ministry. And look how these dumbass niggas is moving, man. You know, they're giving every excuse for Esau to bring accusation against Israel, man. Because what you do doesn't affect you or your camp. It affects the whole body as a whole, man. I have that Jude. This is Jude 1 and 4. And there are certain men crept in unaware who were before old ordained to this condemnation.
Right, so these goats, so to speak, they were already preordained to do what they're doing, to infiltrate, to spy out, to set a particular brother up or camp, whatever. Yeah. That was their lot.
Esau's been doing it. COINTELPRO has been with Esau. It's pretty much, you know, agents everywhere, man. Like I said, you ain't gotta be an agent for Esau. You can be an agent for Satan. Either way, you're doing the bidding of the devil. All right, we're coming up against the word. So it says, but there are certain men crept in unawares who were before old ordained to this nation. Ungodly men turning the grace of our power into lascivious and denying the only Lord Yahweh Shai. It's like Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, you got guys denying the name of Yahweh Shai. You got guys turning this thing into Israelite bar. Right, everything's a damn cookout.
It's all demons.
Listen to the Lord, no respect. You know, Israelite comedians.
Yeah, Israelite radio shows.
Yeah, all type podcasts, family guy Israelites. None of these groups are preparing you for the destruction of evil that are coming to this place.
James 4:10.
Guys,
James
right?
4:10.
You've been warned, right? If the Lord didn't come, there wouldn't be no cloak for your sin, Jake. So you were warned by the true prophets. All right, let's go back to that.
Luke 21 to 15.
Because the time we live in right now ain't no fucking excuses, man. Right? Hey, the grace and mercy is being short, man.
Yes.
Well, hey, the spirit right now amongst the body is zero tolerance, man. All right, if you can't get the program to this fucking body, man. All right, get the fuck away from us, man.
Yeah. Because, like you said, there's no excuse because you have the wisdom. All right, you know how to move, especially in these times, man. All right, so like you said, the mercy and all that is being cut short because niggas should know better. So brothers should know better. If you a nigga, you gonna be a nigga regardless. Man. But if you call your brother in this thing, you should know. You should be moving like a brother. A brother is moving with a sense of urgency. All right, with wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You be just out here lackadaisical, man. All right, hey. The time of dark is over, man. Yeah, because like I said, it's either fall out and get the fuck on, man. You can literally die, man. Folk could take any of us out, as we just you know saw how the Lord had mercy on brothers, but he could have died, man. This ain't no fucking joke out here, man.
No fucking joke.
Literally life or death that we're involved in as far as I said, you're on the front line. You not really at war spiritually, man.
Right. Can I make one point? Go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and read verses 11 to 13 and 10. Just bring that back out. Because again, all right, the elders are the elders in the camp, man. They are there for a reason. They are the authority figure in the camp, man. Stick to the protocol. Follow orders, man. There's a lot of ungovernable niggas in this thing, man. And you will continue to be weeded out, right? Give me that real quick.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 11 in NLT. So encourage each other and build each other up as you are already doing. Dear brothers and sisters, honor those who are your leaders in the Lord's work.
Honor those who are your leaders in the Lord's work. There's a reason we have apostles, elders, bishops, heads, man. All right? Read it again.
Verse 11. So encourage each other and build up each other. And build each other up just as you are already doing. It says, dear brothers and sisters, who are your leaders in the Lord's work.
Honor those that are leaders in the Lord's work. Nope.
They work hard among you and give you guidance.
That's it. Let all things be done in decency and order, man. Respect the leadership, respect the order, man. Right? Get with the program or get fucking lost. Go ahead.
Show them great respect and wholehearted love because of their work.
Right, so the men that are above you, when they give you the orders, when they give you the protocol, the fucking orders, man. Right? See, we've been around too long. There's all this weirdo activity amongst these guys, man. Guys moving suspect. We found out guys that was among us still talking to niggas that got kicked out years ago, man.
Yeah, shit is weird.
This shit, man. Right? You want to pop up to see a brother in another camp when the elder brother told you not to come, and you still pop up anyway. You're out of fucking order. How are we supposed to trust a guy like that, man? You can't follow simple fucking instructions. Right? Any more?
Yep. And live peaceably with each other.
That's it. Give me one more. We're gonna still hold that. You want to 1 Peter again. 1 Peter 5th chapter. Right? Start at 13 point. Go to you start at 1 and read down to 8. I'm sorry, yeah, 1 Peter 5 and 1. Right, read down to 8. So we just talk about how the Lord has set up leaders, man. Right? Niggas take orders from their bosses on the job all day, but you can't come in there, a brother in the camp. You follow, the instruction of the leader in the camp.
It ain't grievous.
You know, a bunch of fucking niggas, man. That's why I'm glad that, hey, the Lord is continuously leading us about here, man.
This just goes to show you that a lot of niggas is not born again. How do you not spiritual? Because here it is, when you see the order that the Lord has set up amongst the body, these are men set up by the Spirit. These are we didn't come in this thing and be like, all right, well, I'm gonna be the head, you gonna be number two, no, the Spirit of the Lord set the thing up because the head elders, all right, the Lord has battle tested them through experience, through their walk in this thing. They have proven themselves to be worthy of being in the position. That's why the Lord put them in there. And the ones that were in that position that's no longer here, they weren't there, man. You know, that's why he got them up out of there, man. Well, it says 1 Peter 5, the elders, what is it, the King James Version?
NLT.
It says, word to you who are elders in the churches. I too am an elder, a witness of the sufferings of Hamashiach. And I too shall share in his glory when he is revealed to the whole world. As a fellow elder, I appeal to you. Care for the flock that the Most High has entrusted to you. And that's the thing. Because a lot of you out here that have these traditions, a lot of you niggas didn't have no type of pull in the world. So you get it, brothers among you and under you, you think you can just treat brothers like shit, man. No. Do you not realize that flock that you have under you, all right, the Lord them there for you to cultivate, to take care of, because those are his sheep, man. All right? We're just in place in the absence of Yahweh Shah, so we have to move as that. All right? It says, watch over it willingly, not grudgingly, not for what you will get out of it, but because you are eager to serve the Lord.
Yeah, we do this because we fear Yahweh Shah. We want to be saved just like you.
Hey, because every brother in the camp is just as important as the other brother. Exactly. Head all the way down to the newest brother in the camp, even the brothers on the other side.
It's a body.
Exactly.
We're all striving for that one thing.
Hey, you can act like Elder Hawaii said the toes is insignificant, but let you lose one of them bucks.
Oh, yeah.
And lose your pinky toe and see how your body functions.
Look at Deion Sanders. And he gotta get massaged every day.
See what I'm saying?
So much pain.
Every member of the body counts. Right? Go ahead, Al.
It says, and I also want to make a point too. It says, watch over his bullying and not grudgingly, not for what you will get out of, because you are in the service of the Lord. So it's not just to have a camp, it's to have a reason to say you a leader of the camp.
Right.
All right? You can make money off your congregation. You can do whatever it is that you people that are taking advantage of your brother, not teaching them the correct way of how to stay in order and how to be the man of the Lord. Man. You know? Don't lord over it as the people assigned to your care. It's like don't lord over the people assigned to your care, but lead them by your good example. And when the good shepherd appears, you will receive a crown of never-ending glory and honor.
Yeah, that's what we are, folks. Now read the 8. Is that verse 8?
That's fine. I'm at 5 now.
Okay, come.
It says, in the same way, you younger men
See?
must accept the authority of the elders.
See?
In the same way, you younger men must accept the authority of the elders.
Right, that's order. Again, follow the protocol and get lost, man. Right?
And that's the scripture says, Shabbat. Like you're supposed to wear out the doorstep of the elders. You're supposed to be hanging on to every word that's being spoken by the elders, man. So look things where some things that is said you may not initially agree with off of first hand, but then when you get the understanding of why it's said, then you okay, I understand why you're saying that. Like the elders maybe agree, but get the fuck out the club. You still got people in the club. You still got people out here moving around us. Our boys already been given to stop doing shit, but we still doing shit. And then when somebody gets fucked up, now hey, brother, pray for you. Whatever, man. Then you should listen to everybody who really bring the situation, man. Alright? It says, in the same way, you younger men must accept the authority of the and all of you serve each other in humility, for Yahweh Shai opposes the proud, but favors the humble.
Yeah, the Lord, if you're proud and you feel like you are above correction, you're above order, and the Lord gonna get you up out of there, man. All right, you younger to submit to the elder in the camp. Follow orders. Follow, because what? When things are out of order, all right, this is when you get disorder, right? Confusion, right?
That's words we got from the apostle. When we was a young camp, if you constantly having to have counsel, all right, it means it's a nigga in the mix, man. All right, it's a schism in the body that needs to be put out of there. You know, it's a cancer, right? It's leaven. You know. So with all that being said, if you just follow protocol, there's no need for all this, you know?
Man, how many damn councils we had in this camp? Man.
It was exhausting, man.
Come on, man. But see, it was exhausting because you want to give mercy to a brother. You don't want to see a brother, out there stranded. You don't want to dismiss a brother. But we're at the point now. Look, we doing this thing so long now, man. If you don't know what's up by now, hey, it's lights out, man. Get his ass up out of there, man.
And us going through that, the Lord shows us exactly how he feels about Israel at this point. Because we're at a point, Jacob will abuse the fuck out the mercy, man.
Yeah.
And then they still feel like they're wrong when the hammer finally comes down
Yeah.
on them, man.
Now you saying that the whole camp got something against you. No, it's you, nigga. It's you. Right? If you got multiple men saying the same thing, nigga, you need to reflect on yourself.
The scriptures teach you how to enact proper judgment. Hey, if it's more than 2 or 3 witnesses that's testifying against you on something, that's the spirit of the Lord, man. It's a amount of 2 or 3 witnesses, man.
Yeah, that victim shit is played out, man. But hey, men gotta understand and learn to accept accountability, right? Be responsible for your shit, own to your shit, man. Right?
Why now the hammer's coming down even more forcefully because the time is now getting right.
It's too serious,
It's
man.
too serious, bro. We don't know who the fuck angels out here, man. Hey, this is why the race fight like it is because we gotta know who the fuck is amongst us, man. Exactly. If you a weird, funny nigga, you can't amongst us.
Exactly.
We can't trust you, man.
Yeah. All that shy shit, the little brother's a little reserved. Fuck that.
Nah.
Right? We need to know who you are, right? Ain't no mysterious brothers in the camp, bro. All right? You need to be amongst the body the functions that's going
You
on.
need to be communicating.
Exactly.
That's one of the main things that check out the problem. I ain't got to check in with no man. No
Okay.
man. All right, bro. All right, bro.
So you niggas that's in that spirit, hey, keep it moving from us, man. Go do your own thing, man. We don't want no dealings with you, man.
Yeah, it's hella corners out here, man. Go
Exactly.
set you up and go teach you that the truth, right?
There you go.
Go teach, man.
There's order and structure up here, man. Period. Finish it out. Any more?
All right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1. I'm starting verse 4. This is Isaiah chapter 4, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupted. They will forsake the Lord, but they have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger.
And we see that amongst our people. And one of the ways that they do that is when they go against the order that the Lord set up. All right? Because like we said earlier, it's not no thing that was created by man. The whole thing that we're part of is the Spirit of the Lord that has things fine-tuned it and have it to where it's become a well-oiled machine. So if you're not in your proper position doing what needs to be done to keep this thing going, then you're gonna have to move. You gotta move out here, man, because we know it's a lot of wicked things that Israel. Man.
And it says, they are going backward. Why should you be stricken anymore?
Right?
You will revolt more and more.
And that's why, like the elder just said, man, the mercy is being rescinded more and more, because we're coming to a time to where the door of mercy is about to be shut. So the margin of error that's being allowed amongst the body is becoming slimmer and slimmer, because we got to know the people that's amongst us get it. Because one mistake could jam you up and the camp. You know, and we have situations that we see our testimonies of brothers amongst other camps that, hey, some of them fucked up and have to get kicked out because you put other brothers at risk.
That's it. There's no more room for mistakes. Salakia. All right.
It's bigger than you at this point, man.
Right.
This is the Lord's program, man. And everything you do is we're a physical representation of Yahweh Shah. So you should have no blame to bring to yourself, to the camp, to the ministry as a whole, man.
Know how to fucking move.
The whole head is sick. The whole heart faint. It says, from the sole of the foot even to the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and petrifying sores. It says they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mortified or with ointment.
The point being that this is why the Lord's going to get rid of 2/3. And are in that spirit, as it's reading, to where you constantly got to get on, you constantly repeat, constantly have counsel, and you just going to be sitting on your way.
That's it, man. Any thriving business has order, has structure, has protocol, man. So you niggas cut it out. Oh, I ain't got to come under no man. All right? But look, hey, keep it moving, man. Because when it all go down, trying to look for us. Don't come our way, man. All right? Go buy and sell for yourself, man. Go get your own oil. All right? You had it figured out already. All right? The spirit of the Lord with us too, right? That same spirit of was it Korah and Abraham and what was the other one? Dathan and Amram. That same is heavy amongst Israel right now, man.
Everybody think they got it.
Yeah, everybody think they Moses. The Lord set up Moses, man, not you, right?
And just as we're talking about in the history, the Lord, I had Moses and it set up a system. He was showing whoever candle I like, who I'm dealing with. He lit both candle and he had the earth swallow up in my percentage. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So all you guys that fell out, that left, that think that you got it,
Yeah.
that want to come against the true teachers, that want to go pretty much bite the hand that fed you, the Lord's he's going to swallow you up in that day.
What's coming?
So don't come running back. Because the Brotherhood gave you ample chances to get your shit together. Man. So as you got casted out and you're trying to paint us as the bad guys, then hey, when Jacob trouble happens and you out on your own, don't come looking for us. We can't trust you. Like I said earlier, you don't know if you compromise.
Exactly. But the Lord, at the end of the day, the Lord is going to justify his men. It's true, man.
The thing that you want to do is stay in the house.
Yeah, hey, you see that on that movie Sinners? I was good. Once that nigga go outside the house and run back, let me in. Like, why you can't come in on your own? Because if you compromise, nigga, you have to have fix you with it, man. And that's how it is with these agents, man. You're fucking compromised.
1 Peter 5:6. And it's he. So humble yourselves under the mighty power of the Most High, And at the right time, he will lift you up in honor.
Exactly. The Lord is going to be the one that's going to lift you up. You don't lift yourself.
Right.
You got guys seeking vainglory, trying to be that guy, right? And we see what the Lord's been doing. Guys are being debased. Look at Pegatron, man.
Oh,
He's still trying to act tough on the internet like none of this stuff didn't happen.
Like your woman that come out and tell,
Come on, man.
tell the world how she pretty much knew you was a faggot from the jump.
Come on, man. You ain't fooling nobody, man. So you can try to put up these little antics on the internet all you want to, but you're not fooling the elect.
Yeah, because
Right?
like you said, the Lord is exposing and defending all these guys, man. Look at the bullshit that came out of IUIC, man. It's like the rap with them to get worse and worse.
Exactly.
You niggas are murderers, you're extortioners. Now you beating up members of your own congregation, man. Hey, the Lord is exposing all this shit.
That shit's amazing, man.
Hey, that's how, at the same time, you know, they proud because the scriptures say what? Humility before honor. You don't want to take the load. You don't know how to be a base. You don't know how to be a base for the Lord.
Hella skeletons in the niggas' closet.
Hella scared.
God, whole graveyard. That's what I said. Yeah.
And who the reaper made?
Right. And he ain't been speaking about none of this shit.
Nope.
Right? You got it. Come back.
Luke 21, verse 15. I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents
Yep.
and brethren.
And that's part of the persecution. The Lord said we'll be betrayed by parents, brethren. Right? That's not a light thing. Go ahead.
And kinfolks.
And kinfolks, relatives. Niggas you thought you was cool with and you was friends with.
Loved ones.
Yeah, loved ones, go ahead.
And friends. And some of you shall they call to be put to death.
Yeah, because some of these so-called friends and relatives and kinsfolk, people that you may know, associate, they're gonna believe the narrative, man.
Oh yeah.
When Esau spirits the fuck out of us, whatever he uses some bug out camp to go blow some shit up, do some wild shit, maybe spray up a scene or something, you know, hey, people that know us that are being associated with the truth, hey, they gonna believe that narrative, man. And they gonna turn you in.
I can answer that.
No.
These people already think we're in a cult. You know? But like the point that other Monagon made in his lesson, it's not a cult because a cult won't let you leave. You kick niggas out.
That's it.
You know, so how be a cult? Man?
Right. Exactly. Well, I'm no longer Hebrew Israelite.
I left the Hebrew Israelite cult.
Yeah, I left the Hebrew Israelite cult. Man, you niggas are fucking weirdos, but you were meant to be a part of this thing anyway.
Yeah.
Right? That's why the spirit was on you. The Lord put this on you to get you up out of there, man.
Everybody got a documentary every
Yeah, nigga got a new document, a new expose about the Israelites.
Yeah,
Fuck you niggas, man.
They didn't let me use Super Bowl too.
Yeah, you know.
You know how to work.
They said I couldn't see my family.
Yeah, with it.
Come on, man.
It's crazy, man. You just didn't want it. You wasn't fit out. You wasn't it for it. That's all it was.
Yeah.
You niggas is weird, man.
Hey, but as a nigga come with 1,000 excuses, man.
Yeah. As
Right?
Scripture said, a wicked man can find excuses for.
Hey, just accept the fact that you weren't cut out.
That's
You
it.
weren't built for this, man.
You didn't want to do it no more. That's it.
That's it. You got
Yeah.
tired.
I sell a nigga that just fall out, just fuck on, then a nigga that's always have to bring up why he left and shit like that, man. I said more you just go on out and just be destroyed instead of you making excuses why you get destroyed.
Brother was always feeling on me, man.
Get a precept, get a precept.
No, bro.
Luke 21 and 17.
Jake is the worst. That's why we say the hell with 2/3. Being in this truth as long as I've been in it, which is not long, but I see it. We all see it. 2/3 the Lord gotta start over. Go ahead.
It makes sense. Look, the scripture pretty much talk about say not the Lord calls me to follow him.
Yeah. That's
Those that try to say the Lord let
Because that's Jake, man. Jake will always go try to find a way to shift the blame. You know, he gonna find a way instead of keeping himself accountable. Talk people all day. You know? Our people love to tear each other down. As soon as it don't work out in their favor, oh, I have to be in a coat, man. They go out every Sunday.
Yeah, every Saturday they gotta teach, man.
Every Sunday we can't take one break.
I can't.
Damn, man.
Ain't no PTO.
No vacation, damn.
IUIC got PTO.
Yeah, what about a vacation every now and then, brother?
But it's raining, man.
Yeah, man. Cold.
Luke 17.
Yep.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name.
We see it, man. We see it. Esau's so tacky with the narratives and all this bullshit. that he's trying to associate us with. We see it coming, man. They about to go armed core against the Israelites, but guess what? We gonna stand firm through the spirit of pride. I'm gonna shot real quick. Give me Jeremiah, 15 and 20. Yeah, get that. You gotta go ahead,
Son, this is Sirach 15, verse 11. Say not thou, it is through Yahweh that I fell away. For thou oughtest not to do the things that he hated.
Yeah, you can't sit up here and blame the Lord. You fell away because you weren't cut out. You was weak, right? You tired, man. You couldn't do it no more, man. Right? Going to camp and having Bible study and doing videos and being constantly involved in the ministry, hey, it wore you out.
It was taking too much of your allegiance.
Yeah, you didn't have enough personal time. Yeah. You know, fuck that, man. It ain't about us. It's about the Lord, man. Right? We put our, everything we got going on in our lives is behind us. All right, the Lord first. Then our duties to this world come second. Right?
Verse 12. Yep. Say not thou, he causeth me to err, for he hath no need for sinful man.
Exactly, man. So you lying when you talk about, oh, the Lord caused me to fall away, or he caused me to err, man. You a liar. Right?
You're trying to blame the brothers. Same thing, same point. You're saying brothers made me do this. I didn't want to do it. I knew they was wrong. That's why I feel like when I was part of that cult, I was scared on me and all that.
All this, whatever, man. All right? Every idle word, right? What you got?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 20. And it says, and I will make thee unto this people fence brazen walls.
Yeah, so no matter what, when the shit gets hot, the Lord said, well, he going to liken us to be a fence brazen wall. Go ahead.
They shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee.
So at the end of the day, no matter how they formulate this thing to come to pass, they're not going to win. All right? The Edomites, you damn 2/3 niggas that's going to be siding with them, y'all ain't going to win. Right? Hold Isaiah 31:5 too. Go ahead.
For I am with thee to save thee and to deliver thee, said the Lord.
Hey, the Lord gonna be with us, man. He gonna be with us through all lies, the slander, the persecution, the false narratives, the false report. Right? We gonna get through all of it through the spirit of power, y'all. Why? Because we got the faith. Right? And we pray the Lord keep His Spirit upon us as we go through that fiery trial, man.
Yeah, because He says, acceptable men through the furnace of
there
their
you go.
A lot of guys is not battle tested. This is why when a lot of stuff up, they fucking fold. Because they really not battle tested in the spirit.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying.
Start at 4.
Isaiah 30:4. For thus hath Yahweh spoken unto me, like as the lion and young lion roaring on his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them.
Verse 3, Salaki. Isaiah 31:3 is the point. Salaki.
Isaiah 31:3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God.
Yep.
And their horses flesh and not spirit.
Keep going.
When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that help fall and he that is hoping shall fall down.
Yep.
And they all shall fail together.
Yeah, all you sellouts. Yep. All those that's in agreement, in alliance, to come against the Lord, the ministry, the prophets, His truth, you're all going to fail, man. Yeah. You're all going to forget it.
The scriptures say what? Your covenant with death should be disannulled.
That's it.
So that contract, you sign that paper with Esau, you got the bag, then you got to do your little age of Barako shit. Yeah. That shit's going to fail, man.
It's going to fail, man.
It's not going to profit you in the day of the Lord's wrath, man. You're going to be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
You look money, you look good.
All that.
Hey, you the same spirit of Judas, man. What did he do? He fucking killed himself, man. That's the same spirit's going to be on you, Jason. Like, damn. What did I gain out of this?
Exactly.
Nothing, man.
Yeah.
You're not gaining shit.
All you jakes that's in the feds, that's working for Esau to come and infiltrate, you're going to perish too.
Yep.
You little agents or whatnot, you little agent provocateurs that's getting paid off by Esau, and the Lord going to punish your ass too if you don't repent, man. Yep. Right? Go ahead, huh?
This is Isaiah 13:15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
There you go.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, you're gonna fall by the sword. You're gonna be thrust through.
Yep.
Right? So if you want to join hand in hand with the wicked, you're gonna die too.
Yep.
That's all you Jakes out there, and you Israelite women included. Because hey, the nigga woman, her fat ass mouth be all on the internet talking shit too.
She be the main
They be
one.
the main one trying to talk shit, man.
Yeah, walking by, scared the fucking
And then the Israelite woman, the so-called black woman, man, everybody's tired of her fucking shit, man. There's enough of her ass, man. She getting snatched up, she getting raped up, getting found missing body parts over here.
McDonald's goddamn.
You know, people getting tired of her ass, man. Right? So you're gonna be one of the main ones catching hell when this shit go down, man. When they crash the economy, man. Ain't no more groceries and food. What you think you gonna do? Right?
Won't be no back talking.
Yeah, ain't gonna be none of that loud ass thing. Cause what do you eat? She loud, big, fat, loud, and wrong, man.
Yep.
Got that damn Keisha statue up in New York, man.
Man, they should push that
Plus
shit
size Keisha, man.
with some goddamn weave in her head.
Come on, man. It's amazing how that Queen of Heaven spirit is out there.
And that was fucking mockery at the end of the
That's
day.
it, man.
They mocked you goddamn black women, man. A big bitch and fucking damn. They couldn't give you Beyonce body.
Right.
You glorify her, they gave you goddamn big
They
Shirley.
should have put a BBL on it, right?
Yeah, they gave you big Shirley.
Big ass titties.
Yeah.
About 6 kids on her side.
Yeah.
No man.
In a little. In an EBT
Right,
card.
right. With an EBT card, man. Come on, man.
Luke 21 and 17.
There you go.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
So we understand that. Go ahead.
But there's not an hair of your head perish.
That's it. And so, what this means, what the Lord's going to be with his elect. He going to be with his men, his believers, man.
And your patience possesses your souls. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the decision thereof is not.
Yeah. All right, going back to 70 AD. Right? We experienced the siege of Rome. All right?
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which in the midst of it depart out.
Right, because at that time of that persecution of Rome in 70 AD, you had our people fleeing everywhere outside of Jerusalem, man.
Western Asia.
Well, yeah, Western Asia, Western Africa, everywhere, man. And all over the place. Go ahead.
And let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Right, so in the spirit, that time, that siege of Jerusalem is getting ready to happen all over again, man. By the Romans, all over Romans, the Edomites. They get ready to come down and fight Jake all over again. Go ahead.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Yeah, Jesus told us in Matthew 11 that the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Right? Going back to the time as well as 70 AD. Vespasian, Titus, Nero. Okay? Go ahead.
But woe to them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people.
And wrath upon his people. That happened during 70 AD, the siege of Jerusalem. The Roman onslaught, man. And it's going to happen again. You see?
Worse.
It's going to be worse.
It'll be worse.
That's why, as we talked about at the beginning of the sermon, all the operations are being made now. The laws, the decrees, all right, the religions. They're going to starve people out.
But
You know?
it makes sense. That's why the should say what? The Lord sent forth the apostles last as was appointed to them. Now we're in that telling you what? Set your house in order. This is the time you need to get right, man. Esau, Edom is preparing to wage war with you. So we're to get you spiritually prepared to combat that, man. And you niggas is fucking mad, man. Showing that the Lord really wants to destroy 2/3 of you niggas, man.
Yeah, so if you got a nigga that's trying to plead to stop talking about Esau and stop talking about the so-called, there's no saving him.
Leave that nigga out.
You gotta just let him be.
Yeah, he
man.
gotta die.
He gonna have to find in the worst way possible,
Yes.
right? Go ahead, Al.
Luke 21 and 24.
And that includes family,
Yes.
right?
Shit.
They got their head up Esau's ass.
See, you find that out about when you first come into the ministry anyway. You already know in your head, I'm gonna die. You already know. It is what it is. You already know. That nigga's not letting Islam go. He's not letting Christianity go. That nigga's gonna die out here, man. It is what it
Your
is.
cousins.
Cause they gonna die.
5%ers,
Die.
you know, black consciousness shit that niggas be on. Hey, let them have it, man.
Yeah.
They can't see what we say, so be it.
Yes.
Go ahead, Al.
Luke 21 and 24. And they shall hold by the edge of the sword,
Yep.
and shall be led away captives into all nations.
Yeah, and that happened back then during that Roman persecution. All right, people's scattered and put into slavery, man. And I remember Elder Paul Rongai went into a lesson dealing with this precept. And back then, when you had Jake getting snatched up and going into slavery, it was put into those what you call it? They had to fight the bears and the lions and shit.
Colosseum.
You know, that happened back then.
They showed you that in that new Gladiator movie. They showed you that in Gladiator. That's what they was grooming. They was grooming Nate to get out there and fight, man. For what? For fucking entertainment.
Entertainment, man. Just like the one that used to come on back in the day, Spartacus. They showed you that too. Those was all Jakes, right? That was fighting in them damn Colosseums and whatnot, man. Being torn to shreds by lions and shit.
And it's here today on a more of a smaller scale with your basketball, your football, your baseball, your UFC, boxing. It's the same thing. Who's the main one in there? Jake. And it's keeping the people entertained and distracted for what's really going on. That's why it's called bread and circus. That's why you see this wrong all over again. They're gradually take $1, just like they did with the denario, and at the same time, it's the same thing that's going on back then. Same thing, man.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
All right, Amalek, Ishmael. All right, Ham. Right? Yeah, they would be in the Holy Land until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. We're in that time now of the Gentiles being fulfilled because the Lord is getting ready to cleanse the land through nuclear war, because at the end of the day, Israel is going to draw America into World War III. That's prophecy, man. All right, America has to protect Israel, man. So what's going to happen? Russia's going to involve in the rest of the nations, man. And that's how the prophecy of the battle of Yahweh Shaphat is going to play out, man. You know, you got it, brother.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 20. It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom, and a purpose that he have proposed purpose against the heathen. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out."
Yeah, that's the small hats. All right, America is going to go to war regardless. All right, no matter what they say, look, we're not going to defend Israel if they attack Iran and all of that. That's all BS. All right, they're going to do what they got to do for the sake of prophecy, because they believe the Lord. You got it.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. He shall make their inhabitants desolate with them. The earth is moved, is noise.
Because America and Israel are going to get wiped out, according to prophecy. Go ahead.
It says the earth is moved at the noise of the fall. It says, at the cry of the noise, therefore the earth is the Red Sea.
The whole earth is going to know about the destruction of Babylon. It's going to shake up the planet.
This whole geographic move just after the time of Noah. And that's what's coming. We're in those times. That's why you saying war is constantly on the table. War is always in the midst of happening in Pakistan. That's going to lead to more things drawing attention to war. And we see that, man. War is on the table. They have to bring war. You got it. You have to bring war. You have to bring the economy. And what drives and brings back the economy? War. This is because it always has been in the spirit of thriving, because America's been in war with all other nations since its establishment. This is why it's always been thriving, man. But now we're seeing the Lord putting the talk of war back on the table. But this war is going to be the war of all wars, man. World War III, man.
That's it, man. I just did a lesson going into extinction level events.
Yeah.
All right. The governments around the earth are all preparing for the end of this world, man, which is going to go by via nuclear destruction.
Yeah. Right. And we're speaking on the end of Esau's world, rulership. That's what we're seeing that being diminished right before us. They're preparing for that because they know what's coming next. Yeah. They know what's. This is why when you read Revelation 12 chapter, they're going to try to fight against our Lord, because they know they're going to usher in the return of Yahweh Shah.
That's it, man. We're witnessing the end of the Western hegemony.
Yeah, eon.
That's
end of an age.
That's it. You got it out.
Now they all down in holes in the rocks.
That's it. Yeah.
This is the book of St. Luke chapter 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity.
With perplexity, that word perplexity goes back to confusion. Great confusion is upon these people, man. They're now becoming aware and privy of what's going on. Don't know what to trust. They don't know what to believe. All right, because there's so much going on. Go ahead.
The sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
And you see that now. With the economy, people are distressed. They don't know what's going on, man. They don't know if they walk into work next week, they don't lose their job. You see that going on as far as the feds and the IRS and all these people with the CDC and things. They're losing jobs out the buttload, man. So what more so in the manufacturing and the automation? That's what's coming, man. So people are already afraid to go to work. Like, it might be my day today. I might get laid off. I might not have a job.
Exactly.
I might not get to go make it to the grocery store to able to get food for my sons and daughters. People are afraid. This is why you're constantly going on videos. You're seeing a state of people. They can't function no more in America. People are losing it. They're like, shit, I had to decide between gas or food. They're in that state right now. I'm seeing that, man.
There's videos out here of like certain Walmart shelves being empty.
Yep.
Because people are preparing for it. They're stocking up because they know there's going to be shortages.
Yep.
Right? Yeah,
For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. These things begin to come to pass. Then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption is drawing nigh.
Yeah, for your redemption drawing nigh, man. Romans 10 and 11, our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. That's right. And the Lord is showing all types of miraculous signs in the heavens, man.
Yeah.
All right? It's all types of footage out showing the wonders that's going on in the heavens, man. You got it? Go ahead.
And he spake to them in a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees, when they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now at hand.
Yeah, so the Lord's giving us those signs to determine the end. Go ahead.
So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is now at hand.
And you should see that. You should have that discernment in the spirit to see that the end of all things is at hand. All right, go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
All the prophecies be fulfilled. And we're at the last bit of prophecies, which is what? The MOTB system.
Yep.
That chip coming to pass.
Yep.
Or Jacob's trouble, famines, and plagues. These are those last little bit of prophecies before it's all said and done. Go ahead.
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with satiety and drunkenness and cares of this life,
Yep.
and so that they come upon you unawares.
Yeah, because Sirach 39 tells us that we're supposed to be a part of prophecy, man. This ain't the time to be clubbing and living it up, trying to rack up a bunch of women. All right, that ain't the time. We ain't in that spirit, man. We're in the time of what? Watching for the arrival of the Lord. The end of all things happening. This society with that, man. All right, the society and the drunkenness, cares of this life. Hey, what you got going on this side? This shit is over, man. The American dream. All right, your goals and aspirations, what you gonna be doing in the next 5 to 10 years? That's out the fucking window, man. People out here broke, struggling. 10 million people are behind on rent. People are getting their cars repossessed left and right, man. People can barely afford buy here, man. So you got to come out of this worldly shit, man. It's over. As far as the world is done.
Right? Say let go of the prayers of this world.
You know the bag that you get? Hey, because a lot of people don't even got the bag like that. They don't have a social media friend anyway, man. Niggas is really broke out here, man. Credit card debt. Oh yeah, they about to collect on that credit card debt and the PPP loans too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All that shit, man. Right?
Student loans,
all that. Right? Go ahead, Op.
For as a snare shall it come to all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
It's a snare. A snare is a trap. So those that are not paying attention, you're going to get swallowed up. Right? You're going to be the main ones sighing and crying for the wine in the streets. You want to know why this is happening, why this is going on, why I wasn't warned. How come nobody told me about it? You gonna be one of them cats in that. Well, here it is. This truth has been out here for years, and the prophets have been on me for years across America and across the world. The videos, the hundreds of thousands of videos that go out on a weekly basis. So it is no cloak, man. Go ahead.
Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass.
Right, so that's what it's about, man. Are you accounted to escape the judgments that's getting ready to happen here, man? Plagues, famine, death,
Martial
law, chaos in the streets, people killing each other for food. Are you worthy? Have you been accounted worthy to escape these things?
These people their mind is not coming for that, man. Because when they really see the soldiers on the ground, they just gonna be fun and games till they look at their previous ass get shot. Then they gonna want to run back in the house.
Yeah.
Shit on little TV and shit. That shit about to be real, man. It ain't gonna be fun and games when you got the police state and martial law in your neighborhoods, Negroes. They already said it, so it's not gonna be fun and games. You're not prepared for that.
This high impact thing with Trump, of putting more of a police presence in black neighborhoods. How you think that's gonna go? Hey, you got a lot of these racist cops. They can't wait to start killing niggas, man. They live with it.
What do you say? He's gonna get immunity to the police officers, man. He's gonna give them so your little Ray Rays and Tatas and ass get shot. Guess what? They don't give a fuck. They shot us.
Yeah.
They ain't no marching, because when your ass go out there and march, they gonna shoot your ass too, man. That's what they amping up.
Yeah.
So y'all need to get your minds prepared what the Lord is doing, because it's the Lord that's doing this, because you people on this sign, you fucking rebellious, man. Everything's a fucking joke, man.
It is.
Everything's entertainment for you Negro Latino American.
Until the bodies start dropping, then that's when niggas want to get serious. It's gonna be too late.
It's gonna be too late, man.
Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to and to stand before the Son of Man.
We did an NLT. That same verse. Because that's why we out here.
Yep.
We're praying that we're accounted worthy to escape all of the Lord's judgments that He's about to bring upon America and the world.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody ain't gonna make it. It's gonna be mass casualties in this time.
Yeah, because they be like, oh, the end days. You days, man. Yes, you are in the Bible. You in the end days. It's right in your face.
This is Luke 21:36. Keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors.
The Lord said that you be strong enough to escape the coming horrors. Right? Can we look up the word horrors? H-O what? R-R-O-R-S? Horrors. That you be strong enough to escape the coming horrors. Right? It's about to be bad out here.
It says horrors, a strong feeling of fear, dread, shook, or things that cause such a feeling.
Oh yeah, we talking about purge type activities, man.
That's crazy.
We talking about where there's no more running water. No more groceries out of the grocery store. Your neighbor ain't fed his kids in about 3-4 days. What type of spirit gonna be on you?
Yeah, gonna put you down.
You see what I'm saying?
What's funny? He gonna eat you.
Facts.
That's because that's in the Bible.
Facts.
They gonna eat you.
Give me 2 15, 16. Real quick.
This is the book of
And then give me 2 Ezra 6 and 22.
Yep.
The second Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, debating one another.
What is sedition? Rebellion. All right, people crashing out. That's what sedition is. When people ain't got nothing to live for. When there's no more. Go ahead.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Meaning they're not going to have authority because it's not going to be any. There's going to be lawlessness, man. And who's going to be taking it? You women? You don't need a man, you don't need protection. Okay, you're going to find it.
Independent, right?
You're independent,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Ain't going to be no captain save, you know what, in that time.
Because he's keeping it real. Men ain't gonna want a woman around in that day.
Exactly.
Because what women bring, they gonna bring the cash. So men ain't gonna want no woman around that day, all that yelling and screaming and shit. You might need to defend for yourself.
Facts. You got it.
It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Yep.
The course of their actions shall stand in their power.
See, it's going to be every man for himself. Get it how you live. Get it out the mud, as they say, right? You know, you got 5, 6 kids in a couple of days, and you got to go do what you got to do. Your neighbor's sitting on a couple of some stocks, you know, got the bread and the water. You're going to do what you got to do, right? Go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Why? Because of martial law. Because cities are going to be shut down. All right, you're going to have military patrol. You're going to have roadblocks, man. Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yep, keep going.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yep.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great
They're
tribulation.
going to do this because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. People are not going to have anything to lose.
Nope.
Nothing to live for at that point, man. It's pure survival at this point.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. Right? Give me that in chapter 6 real quick. We get back to finish that.
The book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Exactly.
That's about your Walmart, your Costco's, your food lines, all these various places, your retail. It's going to be found empty. You're going to start to see this prophecy made in months to come. Matter of fact, in the weeks to come. This is going to be made manifest for you.
Like they say.
And it says, verse 23, and a trumpet shall be given a sound which every man should hear.
Yeah, and the trumpet really tying it back to the prophets. It's Isaiah 19 says that that Judah should be a terror to Egypt.
Yep.
Starting back with the prophets, man. People are hearing these words, and they're terrified, man. They try to act like, oh, what we saying is bullshit, but in the back of their minds, they're like, yo, what they saying is true.
Yeah.
All right?
Because they see it like, this is happening right now.
Yeah.
Because when they going on social media, they're like, damn, this is what
People
I'm
are
seeing.
talking about this.
Like, we, for years, what we've been seeing, military equipment being ramped up and things like that. And people are seeing that shit. We're just not seeing it, so they're seeing it as well. So they're starting to see, like, it is like war tension starting to heighten, the food crisis, and war racial tension.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff is happening. Because why? The Bible is speaking loud and clear. The spirit of Yahweh Shai has been made manifest in the midst of it.
Niggas are seeing them damn Instagram reels.
Yep.
You seeing people talk about this shit.
Yep.
You know? And a lot of these people be watching us, man. It's like Priest goes into a lot of these talking points that they're making on these podcasts, they watching the Israelites,
Yeah,
man.
they watching us, man.
Biting the style.
Yeah.
You see them dogs, next is going to be the shelves in the grocery store.
Exactly.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 23.
Yeah, because we can tell when we watch, as soon as we hear those specific talking points, we're like, oh yeah, they was watching.
They're watching,
they watching
the video,
us.
man.
They watching us.
Exactly. But it's certain talking points, the way we talking code. That's how we know y'all biting our style.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, man, hey, it's all through the spirit of y'all shot.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
just proves to us that the word is going forth.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it says, and the trumpet shall give a sound which even every man hear.
Yep.
They shall be suddenly afraid.
Be suddenly afraid. Keep going.
Verse 24. At that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies.
Why are our friends going to fight one against each other like enemies? Because of the lack of resources.
Yeah.
All right. Because of the lack of food. Go ahead.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain stand still.
That's the point, right? So these again are the coming horrors that the Lord is about to bring upon America and the earth. So we pray we're accounted worthy to what? To escape these things that we're reading about. Read on out, finish it out.
Luke 21 to 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass,
Yep.
and to stand before the Son of Man.
Hey, that's why it says watch therefore and pray always. As a watchman, you're supposed to stand on your watch, watching the news, watching what's going on as far as on a global scale that's lining up with prophecy, man. And also praying, man. Praying for one another, praying for brothers, that these things is about to take place, man. Because why? At the end of the day, we're trying to be found worthy to stand for the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
We're trying to get that what? We're trying to get that crown, man. That's how I'm supposed to say, let not that man take that crown. That's what we're trying to receive, man. That's part of the salvation. That's part of the reward that we're trying to receive from the spirit power of Yahweh Shai, man. This is why we're constantly on the highways warning you and foretelling you these things about to take place, man. That's the job of a prophet. Man. You have more?
Verse 37. And in the daytime he was teaching in the temple, and at night he went out. In a bowl, it was called the Mount of Olives. All the people came early in the morning to hear in the temple for to hear him.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah. That's a heavy chapter. Let's go to Jeremiah. Bring that out. So all these things coincide with the time that we living on this earth, man. All right. Testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. We're going to be continuously occupied.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Let's look at Jeremiah chapter 51 from the top. Said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Lord and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, destroying wind.
Yeah, destroying wind is what? The nuclear destruction. Go ahead.
And will send unto Babylon famines, and that they that shall find her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yeah, this place is going to get surrounded by its enemy forces.
Yeah, you read about
Right.
that in the chapter.
Yep. Go ahead.
Against him that bendeth the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in the brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
All right, so this place is going to be utterly wasted. All right, need a nuclear war. Go ahead.
Thus the sun shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in the streets.
Yep.
For Israel has not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power of the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Through their land was filled, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel.
Right, so like the Lord said, that his people have not been forsaken, man. Meaning what? That he's still good with his people. And he's going to deliver us in this time, because these things that are planned across the earth on a global scale for the sake of his people.
Yeah.
Nuclear war. Gather the nations together to destroy them. This is for the vengeance of his people, man. Started with the elect.
What is that? Joel the 7th?
Yep.
Jeremiah 50.
This is Isaiah 34 and verse 8. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
Yeah, there you go.
So, hey, just backing up what the elder said. This is the reason why all these plagues, all these pests, all these catastrophes is going to hit America, because you touched the apple of the Lord's eye.
Yeah.
So recompense has to be made.
Yeah.
No? Just like whenever you go to court, you bring up a case, a sentence has to be made to rectify the wrong. And this is what has to come forward to rectify that wrong you did.
Exactly. That's why the 4th chapter, it tells us, miserable is she that have received thy sons and daughters. Right? Miserable going into what? The Lord bringing destruction for what? For our captivity here, man. For what America, for what Esau has done to his people. This is the vengeance of his time. Go ahead.
Let's look at Jeremiah 51 verse.
That's right.
Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his be not cut off in her iniquity.
Right, so it's a spiritual detachment that you need to be on right now, man. Getting your mind and spirit away from this place. America, Babylon can for you nothing. All right, the only solution is the Lord, man.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, go ahead.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
This is the time. Look what's going on around the earth, man. This is the time that we live in this generation of the Lord's vengeance. Go ahead.
He will render unto her a recompense.
Her, Babylon the Great, a recompense of war, the judgment. Go ahead.
Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunk.
Yeah, Babylon is responsible for making the whole planet Earth drunken through her wines and wicked philosophies. All right, the idolatry, the Satanism, the homosexuality. All right, all the ways that are contrary to life is Babylon pushes. All right, the trafficking, everything, man. Babylon has polluted the earth with these different types of ideologies that are contrary to life. Go ahead.
The nations have drunken of her wine.
Yep.
Therefore, the nations are mad.
And now the nations are mad. They're pissed. These nations hate America, man. They hate they greatly despise the Western way, man. Yep. What is done to nations, man? Right? They have the before and after pictures, before Western policy, then after, right? Total destruction.
Libya before.
Yeah.
Then you look at Libya now. Maybe Afghanistan before. Maybe Afghanistan, Pakistan before.
Yeah.
Pakistan. It's destroyed.
Destroyed, man. All those nations that didn't want to accept the dollar or central banks, what happened to them? They got destroyed. were infiltrated and taken out. See? So the nations are mad. This is what are they doing? They're isolating America right now. They're doing business amongst each other. You see what I'm saying? They're doing everything they can to come against the power of the dollar, right? Which is all about design anyway, which is this shit. But now we see it. Everybody's turning their back on this place. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly falling. And howl for her. Take balm for her pain.
Yep.
If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
She is not here. There's no healing in this place. There's no restaurant. There's no plan.
No stimulus check.
No stimulus check. No financial initiative to bring it back. All right. These devils are just selling you a dream. Right? Go ahead.
Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country.
And that's happening now. People see that this shit's about to hit the fan. That's why people that have left America in droves. People are flying back to their own countries, right? They see tourism has dwindled because tourism is a major role in the economy. So tourism is plunging. Nobody wants to come here, right? Go ahead.
For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and it lifted up even to the skies.
Even to the skies, man. The shit that goes on, the shit that's being revealed and exposed here is unbelievable, man.
God, you know, the shit you hear and see what goes on in America, and people still turn a blind eye to it. It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
Like all the pedo rings and sacrifices and all the things these people do for fortune and fame, this is fucking ridiculous, man. The people you call like priests and judges, the shit they doing, and like it's like, damn, this shit is like high level wickedness, man. Surely this is the hub of witchcraft, right?
Go back to how people have pretty much been beat. They have been subverted to the point to where their senses are desensitized. They can see the truth, but it doesn't register because they're so ingrained in this about the system that shit don't bother them.
Exactly. After what you see it on movies, you see it on TV shows, you see it being promoted by your actors and your celebrities. So like the brother preacher said, you're desensitized to the fact that you're supposed to really, as a so-called human, you're supposed to stand up for that. But you don't stand up for it because you think it's okay. You feel like if you stand up for it, that something's gonna happen to you because you're standing up for it.
People are scared to pretty much move against the rest.
Yeah, this is the quote we always bring out. It says, quote, first we overlook evil, then we permit evil, then we lead evil, then we promote evil, then we celebrate evil, then we persecute those who still call it evil.
Yeah, hey, what is that? Is that Isaiah 59 and 15, the truth banner? And he depart himself from
he depart from evil.
Yeah, you see that. As soon as you depart from it, don't want to get part of it, you want to detach yourself from the world, people look at you like, why? Why? What's wrong with you? What's up with you? What you got going on?
That might show you the Matrix. When they got woke about the Matrix, the Morpheus was showing Neo all the people that's still within the Matrix. They look at you because you're moving against the system. But I want to go into what I said real quick about the subversion. This was a former KGB agent, Gary Bezmenov. They said that why people can't see the truth. And who is demoralized is unable to access true information. And how they were able to demoralize you is by putting all this shit out here, making you think that that there's no gender, that you can pretty much be what you want. There's no boundaries, morality, and all that stuff. It's pretty much through books like the New Order. They show you how they demoralize society. Right. The facts tell him nothing. Even if they shower him with information, authentic proof, with documents and pictures, he will refuse to believe it. That's the tragedy of the situation of demoralization. Once people's morals have been defeated, education becomes indoctrination, entertainment becomes hypnosis, criminals become leaders, and lies become true.
Yeah, that's to America.
Yeah, welcome to America. Everything is going on right now.
It's funny, but don't you see that in the Batman movie?
Yeah.
What Bane and say, they're the real criminals. The judges, the ones that are in politics, they're the real criminals. Nobody speaks up.
Because, like you said earlier, people in authority are supposed to be, keep the order amongst the people. Like you said, They bring the disorder, man, and they fund it. It's literally big money to demoralize, destabilize this world.
The unwise king destroys his people.
Exactly.
That's who they are.
Jeremiah 51 and 9. We went up here to Babylon, but she is not here. Forsake her, and let us go every one his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
Hey, understand that this fucking place is about to get rewarded, man. Right? Any given day, there's going to be whatever the Lord is about to bring, all right, through the left hand, it's going to change the course of America as we know it, all right? The judgment of this place have reached unto heaven, even to the sky, all right? So understand that what's going to happen is going to be extremely severe, all right? You got it, Doc.
The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come, and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh our power.
Yep.
Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Yeah, the kings of the Medes, all right, which we apply to the Russians, all right? They represent the Medes. Medes raised them up with the technology and the power that supersedes America's power. Go ahead.
For his device is against Babylon to destroy it.
Whose device? The Lord's device is to come against Babylon to destroy it. Go ahead.
Because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple.
That, again, is the vengeance of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and the vengeance of his temple, man. This is happening. These calamities are happening for the sake of his people. Go ahead.
Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambush.
Prepare ambush. All right? The Lord is setting up the secret attacks. Okay? The Chinese forces and Russian forces are surrounding America. America's being isolated. Nobody wants to do trade deals no more. This all sets up America's demise.
For the Lord Yahweh had both devised and done that which he spoke against the inhabitants of Babylon.
Exactly. The people in these Babylonians are completely unaware.
They're in a state of confusion. You know, they're being so distracted. They've been heavily attacked with distractions. They can't see the fucking ambush.
That's it, man. This bitch about to get jumped.
Yep.
And stomped out. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness.
Yeah. And that word covetousness, I was looking into it. It goes to profit of unjust gain acquired by violence. And that's how Babylon got its riches, man.
Yep. And that's how the scriptures say that's how it's gonna go out. That's how the same way American establishment is the same way it's gonna go out. With much violence, man. That's what scriptures say.
Verse 14, the Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee.
Yeah, that's that battle cry. Yep. All right, Isaiah 13, how the Lord, the scripture said the Lord mustereth the host of battle. Right, he's gathered, he's raising up these troops. All right, these soldiers, the world's militaries. Go ahead.
He had made the earth by his power. He had established the world by his wisdom, and has stretched out the heaven by his understanding. When he utters his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and all the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth.
That's right.
He maketh the rain and bringeth forth the wind out of the treasures. Right. Every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in there.
Yeah, some idols you niggas worship and follow, you're going to find out that they're all vanity, right? The true living power is Yahweh Shem Shah, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? So you're going to see that in that time, man. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, all right? All these idols and false gods that you just subscribe to, let's see where they're going to be at in the time of trouble. You know, Judges 10:13. Lord said, go and cry out to them, and let them save you from the wrath and trouble. Let's see what they're doing now. Go ahead.
Verse 18, they are vanity, the work of errors.
The work of errors. See? Jesus Christ is a work of error. Allah is a work of error. All right? The Kemet gods, works of error. Go ahead.
In the time of their visitation, they shall perish.
Yeah, in the time, and so when this thing hits, as we continuously warn you about, and they're all going to just fade away, right? You'll be throwing them down idols out, setting them on fire. All right? Go ahead.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right.
The Lord of hosts is name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Right. With thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Yes, we understand that the Lord is going to raise up spiritual power. He's going to turn his men into weapons of war. All right, to plunder the nations. Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his riders.
He said, the Lord said, with thee, he's going to use you as the vessel.
Tribes.
You know, he's going to use the tribes. Go ahead.
And with thee I break in pieces the chariot and his riders. With thee,
yeah, your tanks, your helicopters, your drones, your AI robots. Because hey, this man's about to unleash the full force of the left hand. All right. Go ahead.
With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. With thee will I break in pieces old and young.
Yep.
And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
That's right.
I will also pieces with thee the shepherd of his flock. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers.
Yeah. So the Lord's gonna make us into those weapons. You know, how's it going, Micah? The threshing having teeth. The threshing instrument having teeth. All right. The Lord's gonna turn his men into killer machines, man. Hunters. All right. Spiritual power is gonna be raised up. That's it.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta cleanse the earth.
Yes, like higher, like.
Jeremiah 51:24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so the Lord will forgive all the evil that was done in our sight. He's going to pay back all the evil that was done to our people here. All right? Keep going.
Behold, against thee, O destroying mountain, said the Lord Yahweh.
Right, so we know that Mount represent major governments according to the scriptures. And America would be regarded as destroying mountain. All right? Keep going.
Which destroys all the earth.
Which destroyed all the earth. So this mountain, Babylon, America's responsible for destroying all the earth. Right? Keep going.
I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks. And will make thee burnt mountain.
So he's going to turn this destroying mountain into a burnt mountain. All right? That's the nuclear destruction. That's the reward of Babylon. Go ahead.
And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, a stone for a foundation.
Yep.
But thou shalt be desolate forever, said Lord Yahweh. Her dwelling places,
Yep.
her bars are broken.
Our bars are broken, so there is no. So the Iron Dome that Trump is trying to build, that's going to get penetrated. It's not going to work. All right. Even what they're doing the same thing over there. I think it's called the Iron Dome.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. That ain't gonna work
Trying to
either.
hit bullet on bullet. That's why, man.
This place is finished, man. Go ahead.
One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one.
Keep going.
And that the passage are stopped, and these they are burned with fire, and the men of war are fighting. For thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemel of hosts, the God of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall be.
Yeah, the threshing floor, the time of harvest. We're in the time of harvest.
Yeah.
All right? The angel's about to reap. But this shit about to get plucked up. Give me that in the second chapter. It talks about how the threshing floors. Daniel chapter 2. Right? I just want that point real quick. Daniel 2 and let me get there. Daniel 2 and 35.
This is Daniel
34.
chapter 2, verse 34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands.
And that represents Yahweh Shah. When you look at the image of the statue, All right, where it goes through 4 different empires, and that stone that was cut out without hands that hit the feet, that represents Yahweh Shai taking the empires down. Yep. Go ahead.
Smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
Yeah, the part iron and part clay is the revival of Rome. Yep. All right, America, NATO, and the EU. That the power structure that's running the planet Earth. The Lord is getting ready to crush that. Go ahead.
It was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken pieces together and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floor.
Became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, meaning these nations are going to be completely obliterated, man. Okay, go ahead.
And the wind played that no place was found for them.
Yeah, the wind, going back to what we read in Jeremiah 51. The wind represents the nuclear destruction. That wave of fire that's going to consume all of Babylon, the lake of fire. Go ahead.
And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Yeah, that's it. That great mountain, going back to mountains representing nations, kingdoms. And so Yahweh is going to bring that great mountain, man, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven. Isaiah the 2nd